What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Venus Day to you. You are live on the chat. Show that you're active. Sometimes the order is off because it's showing like the crowns. If you guys see like the highest ranking of responses is showing um the names, like the crowns. You see them? I don't know if y'all can see that. Um versus like what it shows like the top name on the chat itself. So I'm trying to figure out if hey Yamina Moonchild, hey, how are you? How y'all doing? Happy Venus Day. Yeah. So from what I see, like the first fairy was Love Goddess. Love Goddess, are you still on? Mahogany was second, Brianna third, Kayana fourth, and Deandra fifth. Um, in that order. Okay, so I see Deandra, Brianna. Hey, greetings, everybody. Yeah, that's who I see. So that's the order that I'm seeing it in. So Deandra, Brianna, you guys can drop your question or topic in the chat. Any names that I've called, if you're still active, leave your question or your topic in the chat. If you're not, I'm gonna have to choose whoever was next. Um, After the names that I've called. So I guess the rankings, like the ones and the two, the three crowns, is like whoever chats the most in the chats. I guess. I guess that's how it goes by. Not necessarily in the order that they chatted, just how often they chat. I guess the ranking, which is interesting. Okay. You would like to know, what do you need to know about this connection? Okay. All right. Divine spirit, source, God, angels, ancestors. Thank you for your divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity. What does Brianna need to know about this connection in question that she has on her heart and on her mind? We cast on every vain imagination, any high thing that tries to exalt itself against the knowledge and truth and wisdom of the divine most high. The lovers. Wow, okay. The lovers came out. Top of the deck, the fool. The bottom of the deck, the three of wands. There is a connection or an attraction. Um, hey sis, leave your question please in or topic in the chat. Um, I feel like there is a connection or a mutual attraction that the both of you have. It might be something that you guys discuss that might deepen a connection or strengthen more of the, like, pull the attraction closer to you. I do feel like you're being encouraged to be open to this connection. It's like there's something significant about this. In short, there's something significant about this person or you connecting with this person when it comes to your love journey. Like, you're very close. It's like your ships, as I say with the three wands, your ships are about to come in, and I feel like you are a big leap or faith away from that ship coming in, whether it be with this person or like the person that is, but like the person that's meant for you. If it's not this person, I feel like it's most definitely like you're very close to um that divine connection coming into your life. Like, it's not far at all. and it requires some sort of openness on your behalf, or like openness in the sense of like not putting all of your eggs into one basket and saying, oh, I'm gonna put all of my faith into this connection with this guy. But like, if this is calling me to be open, to love, um, to have faith and trust that it's out there and that it does exist, because there's something that's calling you to this person, not to repel it. Okay. Not to repel this energy, because this person does play a significant role right now. Like I said, there's something that's very close that's coming into play for you. Like it's not far off. I don't know. It's like something within your love life, like a ship is about to come in, like something you've been waiting for, anticipating, like you're at the end and the beginning of a very important chapter in your journey of love. That's what I'm getting. So it might be a conversation that you and this person have that is going to be very significant or important. It could provide some sense of clarity. But Spirit is encouraging you to be open. Okay. All right. So Deandra, your question is, hey sis, welcome. What's in store for your love life, Deandra? Um, Kayana, are you related to Brianna? Are y'all sisters? um, okay, so let's see. Deandra, what's in store for her love life? Spirit, Carl, previous energy from the last message. Oh, and Brianna, I hope that was helpful. As much as I can give clarity, I hope it was, something of help or substance. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, Deandra, top of the deck, Nine of Cups, bottom of the deck, the Hangman. If you're not getting the love offers that you want right now, it is coming. Oh wow, not all the family. That's crazy. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like this energy almost feels like there's some sort of weight, but it's for a purpose or it's protection involved in it. Like if you're not getting the type of offers and love that you want, or something's not moving or progressing as fast as you want, or it seems kind of dry in the love department, things feel kind of stale, on hold. It is for the greater good, because there is something that is coming towards you, or someone rather that's coming towards you. Um, that I do feel like is going to be worth the effort. And even when this person does present themselves to you, they're bringing something that is going to grow steadily. So it's not going to be those hot and heavy, quick passion burnout type of energies or connections. There's some um, a real foundation or potential to build that. This person may want to take things slow, not because they're trying to like, play games with you, um, play with your head or anything like that. It seems more so because they believe in taking their time and getting to know a person. It could even be like this person prioritizes getting to know a person also on a friendship level first as well. Like this person doesn't get carried away emotionally, nor do they get carried away by their lust. Like they're more so, you might not trust this person at first. This person might have to prove to you that they're not seeking to take from you. They're not seeking to gain anything from this connection, like a selfish agenda. They might need to show you like they're content with who they are and what they have. They're not a taker. So there's some sort of energy of flow and pace and maybe patience, you know. Um, this person may come in and burst a lot of your bubbles, like things that you're afraid of. Like this person might shed light on a lot of things or highlight it or trigger it for you so that you release it. It could seem like maybe at first glance that this is not going to be much or lead to much, and it could be again because of the pace. But in actuality, it is a dream, like a wish come true or wish fulfillment beneath the surface, if that makes sense. Okay, so Um, timing. I don't feel like there's a specific Mm, it might be something with like Scorpio energy or season or Taurus energy as well. But I'm not getting like a specific time frame. Like, you know what I mean? Hmm. Could be something around like summer, late summer, early fall. So this person could be a Taurus or they could be a Scorpio, or those could be like the seasons. That might be significant. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm getting for you, Miss Deandra. I hope that was helpful. You didn't catch that was oh, you didn't catch oh. Okay, let me see. Kayana, am I pronouncing your name right, Kayana? Um, Guidance on how to improve your relationship, and then Mahogany, we'll get to yours as well. All right, so Spirit, clear out previous energies and messages, how to improve 30 plus years, girl. I know. Like waiting all my life, right? I remember it always stands out to me when people talk about like when they say their age, I've been waiting all my life, I've been waiting. It reminds me of this episode of Sex and the City, the Charlotte, I think her name Charlotte's character. She was like getting tired of like the dating, like she was getting real fed up. And she was like crying and she was like, I've been waiting since I was 13. Like, where is he? And I think she was the first one to I think she was the first one to get married. If not Miranda, I think Charlotte was the first one to get married. Kiana. Okay, Kiana. Okay. All right, let's see. Sorry about that. Let's see. How to improve. What can she do to improve her relationship? Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Tori. Okay. So you have the world card at the first card out. The top of the card, you have the moon, or the deck, you have the moon. Bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Swords. There is like something, maybe you feel you're not seeing, something you feel like you're missing. You're in your head. You might even be blaming yourself for something. It's like you're stuck in, it's almost like you're tormenting yourself because of something you feel like you don't know or you're not sure of, you don't have the clarity about. um you might feel like you're in the dark, like there's nothing to point you in the direction where you feel like you need to go. It's like, okay, well, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Like, should I do this? Should I do that? It's like you don't really know um how to approach the situation. But I feel like you're being too hard on yourself though. You're taking too much of something that is not yours, or something that's not actually happening, but it's like maybe due to fear, maybe due to anxiety, assumptions, worry, you're kind of taxing more energy onto yourself, more worry onto yourself. So how to improve this is like, first you might have to acknowledge like a truth of something, or truth of how you feel, or like whatever's kind of pulling at your energy. Like you need to acknowledge that first, because it's like if you're not in a sound mind, you're not going to be able to make the improvements that you need. It's like the improvement may start with you, but it's not so much like, how do I explain this? Like if we're worried or fixated on like an external situation or a person before we deal with ourselves first, because I feel like there's something like within that needs to be addressed first. So whatever you're worried about, it may not be anything that you should be worrying about, or it's nothing there. Like what you fear is not there. It's not happening. Because there is a level of protection around you, like that maybe I don't feel like spirit wants you to do anything to improve anything externally right now. It's more so internal improvement. Dealing with the fears, dealing with maybe a potential insecurity, dealing with something that's projected out into the future that hasn't even happened. It's like dealing with these things first and like addressing them within you, because you might be looking for the clarity outside of yourself when the clarity is meant to come within. So how to improve this, it may be like pause on that, because you might get better clarity as to what to do, what actions to take, whether to improve or to not improve a certain situation or circumstance first. um yeah, because I feel like this is more so reflecting back to self, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. All right. So hopefully that was helpful, or, kind of pinpoint you in the right direction. So, in other words, like, don't focus on that externally, because it might be, you might realize something, first and foremost, like before, like what to do, how to handle the situation. All right. So, last but not least, Miss Mahogany, what's blocking your openness to fully receive love when it starts feeling real? Good question. What's blocking your openness to fully receive love when it starts feeling real? That's a really good question. Okay. Divine Spirit, we clear out previous energies and messages. Ask for clarity. What is blocking the openness and fullness to fully receive love? Seven of Wands. The Magician at the top of the deck and the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It could be thoughts. I feel like you're very protective of yourself, your energy, like to the point where sometimes you can get real defensive. Like there could be certain things that trigger you. Um, Greetings, Melissa. You're welcome, Kiana. There's some things that like maybe that you've experienced. So if you see something kind of similar to that, or you feel like somebody's trying to run game on you, like it seems like it's too good to be true or something, like it's something that a person would have to do. I feel like that triggers you. And that is the thing that spirit is saying, there's your block right there. Like it's something that makes your defenses go up and be like, no. You know, it could be like, let's say this person seems like, why are they being so nice all of a sudden? Or, it's like something with that. What is this person's angle? What is this person's intentions? It's something that a person would do, almost maybe feel like they're performing or something, like they're not being authentic or something, make you go, oh no, I can't trust this. When in actuality, it's more so of just a trauma response to things. The person that I feel that is going to be right for you, or like how like they're genuine, they might pull back and be like, damn, like it might make them go within themselves and be like, is this something I'm doing wrong? Like they might question themselves. Like you might make this person retreat and like, or they might tell you like, dang, well, it's something where it's an energy of them needing to like meditate and reflect on their energy. Like, what am I projecting? What am I doing? If it's a person that's really trying to like run game on you and play you, they'll either try to like overdo it and be like, no, you're just gonna take this love, you just gonna accept this, like still love bomb you, or they're gonna run and just like never return because you don't trust them, right? So it's gonna be one of those reactions from a false person. But when it comes to like the person that really has good intentions for you, I feel like they're going to express to you like, damn, like what is it, something I'm doing wrong? Like they're gonna question if they're genuine and they're giving you real efforts, real attention. They're showing up authentically. They're going to question like, what's wrong? Like, what am I doing? Like, they're gonna check it. But like I said, if it's a toxic person or someone that does have bad intentions for you, or they're just gaming you, they are going to continue to love bomb you as a means to disarm you, or they're just going to run altogether and give up because it's like, okay, I can't really get through. Um, so there's this block around performing, like you feel like a person, if they're doing a certain thing, it comes off to you a certain way, like, no, that can't be true, that can't be real, this is unrealistic. That's what's blocking you. That's something that you're going to have to work through specifically, if that makes sense. So maybe even a little bit of discerning, like, real effort from performing. Yeah, discernment. And then why do you, because it's not that you don't believe, because sometimes people block good things because they feel like they don't deserve it. I don't feel like that's your problem. It's not that you don't believe you deserve somebody that really likes you or really cares about you, but it's like you may have come across a lot of people that have pretended or put up facades or just weren't who they said they were or weren't consistent with who they were, or how they presented themselves. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that was the fairy read. So we're gonna get into the collective read. Hopefully that resonates, sis. So we're gonna get into the collective read and our ritual for tonight. Okay. All right, let's get our timestamp so we can time the reading and the ritual. All right, so our collective reading for tonight is going to be for those of you going through a shedding season. So, anyone that's going through a period of spiritual removal, sacred removals, separations of any kind, you're being protected and most likely you're being spiritually realigned. So, if you find that people or places or things are falling away, or you no longer are are at the same space or level, just not vibing, not getting along, or you're personally removing yourself out of situations, connections, environments. Could be job changes, could be moves, house moves, relocations of any kind, breakups, friendship endings, separations of any kind, parts of yourself that you no longer resonate with, or you've outgrown, or you healed past certain levels within yourself. This message is for you, or it feels like things are just not going the way that you want them to, like your efforts. This may not always be about an ending. It could just be about realignment, readjusting, doing something different, moving in a new direction within a path or particular goal that you have, but just kind of moving differently, right? So this is for you, okay? So we're gonna do that with the collective read, and then we're going to do our anointed shedding ceremony, which is a ritual for releasing. Okay. So we'll get into that after the collective read. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. All right. All right. Spirits, divine source. I'm calling to you and asking for your divine wisdom and clarity to come through this message and reach those who it's meant to, this collective message and reading for those that are in the space of divine shedding, their season of shedding, sacred removals and separation, realignment. What is the energy surrounding this? Okay, so let's see, like, what or who is spirit shedding from your life at this time. And I've been drawn to snake energy. I mean, naturally, probably always, because looking back, like, I've always had a fear, but also an intrigue of snakes. Resonated with snake energy, serpent energy, kundalini energy could be relevant to some of you. But if you've been like dreaming of snakes, like, I know some people will say, like, if you look up the meaning of snakes in a dream, a lot of times, like, depending on what your resource is, it might say deception, envy, witchcraft, demonic spirits, enemies. But sometimes it can also represent transformation, could even be like overcoming a fear. It depends on the context of the dream and the energy around it, how you feel, because snakes can also represent power, um, strategic energy, self protection, again, Kundalini energy, spiritual awakening, transformation, magic. All right, I dropped the card, of course. Let me pick it up. Okay. All right. Got the 9 of Pentacles on the flow. All right. So this could be energy around money. Okay. you could be going through a transition financially for some of you. Your hard work is going to pay off. Um, some of you guys might, okay, I'm getting two different things. Some of you guys may feel like you're going broke or you're losing your finances, but spirit may be clearing out old vibrational energy attached to the money, because money is a vibrational um, energy. Money is just vibration. So, yes, it's a physical currency, but it's also a spiritual energy. So, you know how they say all money ain't good money? Or it could be attached to a certain timeline or something like that. Like, not saying that you're going to be completely depleted, like a zero bank account, but it's like certain things are shedding itself out. And as it's shedding, new energy is being poured back in. So, like new money, new energy. Or if a job, you feel like, okay, this is a dead end job, it's not paying me what I'm worth, or it's just like, I don't resonate with this, I'm not growing. And then you shift out of that job, then it's like new energy coming in. Yes, you would have to have been live, sis. I'm sorry. Um, did I only do 4? Feels like I only did 4. Let me see. Deandra, Brianna, Mahogany, Kiana. Yeah, I did miss one person. Yeah, you would have to have been live, but technically I didn't even do all 5 fairies. But if you wanna, um, I got you next week because I already finished it. I missed one person. Yeah, because everybody you would, in order to get the reading, like if I call your name and you're not on it, I can't read you without your question, you know? But next week, I got you. You'll be the first one. Okay, no problem, sis. Um, yeah, so next week only 4 fairies, technically, because Love Goddess will be the first one out of the 5. Okay. Um, but yeah, so this, if you migrate or you shift out of one space and into another space financially, or like a job or something like that, you're going to get more back than what you feel like you've lost. Spirit's also giving me a like an example. It was this, a guy, he made a deck, or not, it's not a deck, it's a playing, like a Spanish bingo, loteria, I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's, he created like a millennial version of that, like made it more modern. And he said he only had like $200 in his bank, like 200 and something dollars in his bank account. And he was guided to use that to create this deck. And this deck went viral to the point where it was not only on Amazon, but it was also being sold in like stores like Target and stuff like that. It was a bestseller, and I used it as divination. But I love that deck. I love the modern stuff. He's created like different versions of his millennial tarot, like different sections of it. But I said all that to say, like, and I've heard this story plenty times from some people, creatives or people that have started their own businesses, that they believed in their business so much that they took that leap of faith and used their last, and it ended up being something that came back tenfold. Not saying that everybody needs to do that or that's everybody's story, because like I'm sure spirit provided, or they had other means to provide for themselves, but like they believed in something so much that it became bigger, you know, than what they feel like they quote unquote lost. So you're shedding something in regards to finances. Let's see, what else? Okay, King of Swords, this could be a person that you're cutting off. Doesn't have to be an air sign, but maybe for like some of you specifically, maybe. So this is somebody that you're cutting off, especially if this person is in the military, or this person is very controlling. This is like a controlling person. This person could be very cold. They lack emotions. They don't really, this person could look good on paper. Like this person could be established. They could be well respected in their field. Like if they work in, let's say like the um, the law enforcement, the military. They have badges, they have honors. Could be someone that graduated college. They have some sort. They could be like a part of a fraternity as well. That might be specific for some of you just to kind of pinpoint who this person might be. Um, Maybe even like a secret society. This person has rankings, they have badges, they have awards, they have honors. They could be an athlete that has honors, medals, trophies. They're showing me like a plaque, like this person could have like a plaque of some sort. Like it could be their degree or something that they earned, but there's something that they've been honored with, like something that they can hang up on their wall or something. And it has like a gold seal on it or a silver seal, something with a seal, like a silver or gold seal. I don't know why this is like that specific, but child, like this might be the person that's being released and being removed out of your life, or you're cutting them out. Spirit is also showing me like competitive people, competitive energies, catty energy, or people that are just always got drama. They're always engulfed in it. People that love drama. I'm getting like friendships or women that are catty towards each other. They don't support one another. There's a need to distance yourself from these types of people or circles or groups. Someone is lurking or trying to figure out a way to come back and invest something, but I feel like this is the intentions are not good. So this could be like a love offer coming in from somebody that you know is not good for you and you cut them off. This could be someone that you have sexual relations with, sensual seduction. um there's something about this person that I feel like they're coming in and it seems like it's a lighthearted gesture offer, but there's something shady about it. And I feel like you would already know this. Like, you know, this person is not for you, but they're going to come back. And it seems they're not going to come back flirting. They're not going to come back trying to like hook up. They're coming back in a way that seems nice, like nice and friendly. And, oh, how have you been? I was thinking about you. I hope you've been well. You know, it's coming off like that. Small talk, but keeping it light. It's not gonna be trying to let, hey, I'm trying to hook up, they're not gonna come in hot and heavy. But this is someone I feel like you already kind of put in the past but didn't cut ties or the cords with or properly just release the energy. um I'm hearing the word vile. Like this person's energy may be disgusting to you or something. Like you might not you yeah, you may know that this is kind of played out energy because you're no longer attracted to them. Like you don't feel that same energy or passion for them. Yeah, you just feel like this person's energy is disgusting, or you just something about this person repels you. You're not attracted to them. You don't want really too much to do with them like that. Or they did something that you feel like was like just off-putting to you, like you just can't look past it, or you're not sure if it can be forgiven. They would they would deliver the cards I wanted to use tonight when I'm like, I can't stand when they do that shit. It's so annoying. Like y'all could have delivery people, y'all could have dropped that shit off earlier, but no. Because I had other orders at other Amazon packages that came, but no. Um, It's too late to go get that shit. The sun is still up, but I'm not gonna be able to get it. All right, so that's who or what you're shedding. I'm hearing the name Tanya or Latanya. I don't know if that's someone's like your name or someone's energy that you need to cut off. Okay. It's the time is now to do this because I feel like you've had enough time to like sit with yourself, or maybe you've already kind of distance yourself physically but haven't emotionally cut the cords or cut the ties. But you're pretty much at a place where you know, because you filter through certain energy just feels icky to you. You may have felt like people were pulling on your energy too much, or you felt like I'm just getting like this slimy, nasty swamp energy, like people just that are just they just nasty. Like it could be a representation of people that have not done the work or not even like scratched the surface of they're just really oblivious maybe to their bullshit, or they don't care. They feel like, being this way is just what it is, or they've been this way for so long, why change? Um like again, going back to the gossip energy, people that are gossipers, they are negative, they're jealous, they backbite each other. People that are sexually just deviant, perverted, just I don't know. I'm just getting like whoever these people are, it's best to just stay away from them. And you already separated yourself. It's just the fact that you needed to see what you saw. Like you may have been so caught up in their energy, so caught up in like them kind of pulling on your arms, like with this octopus in this card. It's like all these different energies pulling on you, all these slimy energies. And it's repelling. Like you don't want it. Like you're at a good space to where you can discern, because your energy is going to be like, ew, I don't want to go. I don't want to hang out with y'all. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to go out with you. I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want to talk about other people with you, gossip. Like I'm just disgusted. Like get away from me. It's that type of energy. Like I don't want nothing to do with you people. So that's how you know that they're not for you. And it's divinely timed again, because I feel like you've separated yourself to in order to like get the clarity that you need. You just don't want nothing to do with it. You're not under that illusion that you once were, or either oblivious to it or just ignoring the red flags, just saying, "Oh, people are people. I can be cool with these people and not be like them." Or I know this guy is not really for me, but I'm bored. I just need something to do. Or, the sex is good, but or this woman, I don't really need to sleep with her, but the sex is good. I don't really like them. I don't really care for them like that. Now it's like, I don't even want to sleep with you. Like my energy is repelled to you. I don't want anything to do with you. Um, or it's just like you're just no longer attracted. And I feel like part of the reason why, like, I'm getting this love energy again, the reason why some people are circling the block again, because they miss the energy that you gave them, or they miss the attention that you gave them, the validation that you like. That's the reason why um these people are trying to like come back around. Not anything genuine on their behalf. Like you can see past it. Okay. You might have like I feel like the last full moon that we had did a lot of clearing, or just like come to a lot of realizations about things. Maybe you haven't fully acted upon it or fully like made your decision on what to do, but you're clear though. You're clear about the things that are for you and not for you, the people and the places or things that are not for you. The energy that you're coming into too, like the new essence, the new energy, the new vibe that you're coming into, is that you're ready for real love or real connections with people in general. You're ready for what wants you. Um, you're not waiting anymore. And it's like the old you that would have settled, or like settled not just like with relationships with people in your life, but like for jobs or for um a living situation. It's like you know that you deserve better. Practical wise, you have to have your ducks order in a row, to make space, to make change, right? But the realization that this is not for me, and I'm not settling, I'm not playing small anymore. I deserve more than this. Um, it's coming from a place of healthier self-worth. Yeah. It's big on toxic friends, or like toxic platonic vibes, connections, or environments where there's like this catty vibe, just everybody out to get each other, everybody for themselves. I'm getting like these people look like they have it together on the surface, but it's something about their eyes that look sunken in, look dark, look evil. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you really look at these people, because I'm getting like these women or men, like these people look good on the surface, but if you really look at them, there's something lacking. There's a darkness there in them. Like, you really pay attention. And I feel like these are the people that you're leveling up past this energy. Like, you might have at one point participated in it, or you kind of hung around it because, oh, this is my friend, or oh, this is my family member, or oh, this is my partner, or whatever, or this is the person I'm dealing with. But, or this is, I have to be here. This is my job, or I got to stick it out. I got to thug it out. I got to just be a part of it to survive. Not anymore. You're not doing that anymore. The deceptive, sneaky partners, people that keep you in the dark, you're not sure where you stand with them, like, that's the energy that I feel like you're walking away from, and you're leveling up to this place where it's like you're committed, or you're making a promise or a vow to yourself to only accept what gives you peace and what gives you joy. When you have tough times, it's not always to say, oh, I'm jumping ship. It's to discern, like, is this just like a tough season, or is this a sign that this is unhealthy for me and this is not for me? You know, is it worth all of that? And it's only because the work that you've done on yourself. That's the only reason. And I say this all the time, like, when you're truly content with yourself, you're not desperate for external validation from any sort of aspect. It's not to say like, oh, F all men or women, or oh, I don't need friends, or oh, I don't need family, oh, F this, F that. It's coming from a place of, I'm not desperate for whatever is not for me or who's not meant. I'm not going to overextend or spend my energy on people, places, and things that are not paying me the same amount of energy in a healthy way. It's not a healthy exchange. There's no growth. There's no healing. There's no peace. There's no happiness. There's no, you know, nothing of high level, nothing. It doesn't benefit me none. It just keeps me stuck, or it just lowers my energy. No one can come and appease you with anything that is superficial, cloudy, shadowy, and no one can come in and charm you with their bullshit when you're solidified in yourself. And that comes from the work that you've done to understand your worth and your value, or to value yourself more, you know? So, like, if somebody comes in with these, like, weird intentions, you're not going to be moved by it. And that also includes drama. Because you know, from my experience, and like certain people's like experiences, when it comes to certain people, if they can't get you, like, if they can't come in and get your attention, just naturally try to come in and get your attention, they'll try to disrupt your peace to get your attention, try to come at you, try to, like, see, oh, let me see how much power and control I still have over this person, let me see if I have any power of control over them, let me see if this person still cares, or let me see if I can get this person all riled up, upset, shift their mood, like transfer of emotion type of bullshit, energy vampirism. So, like, even with that, you're not going to be moved. Even with that, when you're in a wounded place, when you put a lot of stock or value on how other people view you or see you, or, oh, does this person like me? Does this person want me? When you do that type of thing, then you're easy game. You're shark food, you know? But in this instance, I don't feel like you're at that place. You're not at that level. I do feel like you might be tested. Some sort of energy coming towards you, whether it, like I said, it's coming in as, hey, I've been thinking about you. How you been? Whether it's like a romantic person, somebody that you used to have a little something, something with, or like friends or family member that you cut off. They're going to do the nice route. And some of them, they might come in trying to like start shit with you or start shit behind the scenes so it can get back to you. You're not going to be moved by the bullshit. You're not going to be moved by it. Let's see. You're going to work through the wounds, or you're being encouraged to work through the wound around like commitments. Who you allow in your fold, allow into your heart space, your family. And family is not just exclusive to blood, but like your soul family, like who you call friends, who you call family, who you call lover. I feel like you're already working through this, but it's like your lesson really comes from that. Okay. Um, because there could be like something a part of your purpose, your destiny, that requires you to be community minded. Um, Something where you work well with others, like you're meant to connect with groups of people, but this has to be people that vibe with you and you with them. Where you guys are all learning and contributing something of value together. No more settling into environments just because, oh, that's somebody I've known since preschool, or me and this person have kids together, or oh, but that's my mama though. Like, um, not saying like you need to completely cut people off, because sometimes it's just having loving energy with arm's length, like from a distance. Like I can still love you, but with the arm's length, degree. Um, because yeah, I feel like it is a part of you that is meant to. It's something with family. There's a heavy emphasis around home and family. So some of you guys like maybe have Cancer, maybe in your second house for some of you, or Taurus maybe in your fourth house. Taurus or Cancer maybe in your 11th house. There's something about like your purpose connected with, maybe you're meant to work with families, work with children, um, family counseling or something like that. Like that could be something that you're purposed in, or counseling couples, something with that. So this healing is not just dependent on how like your personal relationships go, but something with your purpose. And you guys are meant to have a healthy family, which is why there's another thing you're working through, like generational patterns and trauma and things like that. Relationship patterns that you have definitely stem from your views of relationships from childhood, perhaps, or like if not in your own home, but maybe around you, your family, like seeing the men and women in your family, how they operate in their relationships. Is it dysfunctional? Is it healthy? Is it like a pattern where people can't stay in relationships? Is it a pattern of broken homes? It's something with that you're working through. That's a big thing. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Start with, feel like there's a some of you, you have a father that passed away. They could be a spiritual ally for you when it comes to your choices of relationships. Some of you guys may have felt like your father taught you something very valuable as a child about choosing the right mate, whether you're a man or a woman. If your father was not there, or they just didn't have those conversations about choices in love, or seeing yourself as worthy, valuable, that someone needs to value you and love you, that you're deserving of that. they want to assist. It's like their energy is lingering around to remind you of this. They don't intervene in your situations. They take a step back, but they might kind of warn you at times of things or people that you're not seeing properly. If I can't walk you down the aisle, then I want to assist you with your process of choosing the right partners. Um, and giving you the permission to say yes or no to certain people. I'm not going to completely intervene. I can't make you make the decision, but I can help you. Some of you might need to do a ritual to maybe this is a love letter that you need to write to your future spouse, and also a release letter to your first love that broke your heart. So maybe do both, starting with releasing whoever the first person was that you ever loved or felt like you were in love with, to do a release letter in love, because I feel like this is a very powerful portal of energy. And then by you sealing it, adding momentum, is you writing a letter to your future spouse. Some of you guys might need to write a forgiveness letter to your father, living or not living. Um, if your father was someone that was very loving and helped you and shown you things, to write a love letter to them, thanking them or appreciating them. I'm just getting like, it could be all of all three, like the release, a forgiveness, a love letter to a father figure, and also a love letter to your future spouse. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're going to become a magnet for more people. I feel like that are maybe looking for answers, or people that are looking for a safe space to be themselves. And this is for your discernment to say, are you equipped enough to come in my life and not take from me? You know, because in essence, is I feel like giving someone clarity or truth or being an example is not really a taker energy on the other person's end. It's like they're, especially if they pay it forward by embodying who they're meant to be, or taking what you are showing them, or as an example, teaching them to forward and benefit themselves in a healthy way. So that is the healthy exchange, because sometimes like we expect something back as a means to, if I'm giving you something, you got to give me something specifically back in return. Whereas sometimes the pay it forward is like, if you're like, this is you walking in your purpose in everyday life, not just like business or career, but like your interactions with humans on a everyday, just natural exchange, to come across somebody and give them words of wisdom or what have you, or someone that may not know something that you know or can help them with. Them giving you something in return doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to pay you for it, or let me buy you a coffee or some shit like that. Or, you know, the pay it forward for you is like, I did my justice. I did my assignment. I did what was on my heart for the day, or whatever spirit called me to do. If this person takes whatever that was that I gave to them and flip it and magnify that energy tenfold to better and improve themselves, and maybe hopefully they'll extend that to someone else and help another person improve, and so on. That's the blessing, and that is the return of an energy exchange. When it's a taker energy, is somebody is like coming into your space, not taking heed, not appreciative of what you're giving or showing them, or um looking, not taking the example of what you're showing them, and in choosing to stay stuck, choosing to be toxic. Then that's the problem. That's the, like, that's where you feel like, damn, like I just wasted my energy, because you're not always going to meet people where you are. You're going to meet people sometimes where they need you or where you need them sometimes, right? So it's not always going to be like, oh, we both on the same level. Sometimes you are going to meet people, and it's not always a bad thing. It's not always a taker energy, because there's something about divine alignments, destiny alignments. These could even be lovers or people that you might be attracted to that are not on your level. And it may not be an invitation to be with them, sleep with them, try to make something happen with them. Um, I feel guided to do a love reading. I have one on my mind. I'm not gonna say the title of because I don't know about stealing my shit. You know what I'm saying? But no, I have like an idea, download, but it's like with this energy, it's like discerning the energy of like when someone is an assignment. Because, for example, let me share this. So I met someone just having a normal day, having a discussion with a stranger, and like them, talking about like their plans, their visions that they have for themselves, and things like that. And they asked me about like my visions, things that I want to do for myself. Literally, right. We're not doing that tonight. uh who is this? Oh, my daughter texting me. So yeah, so anyway, so me and this guy shooting the breeze, having a conversation. I tell them about like my plans and visions and stuff like that. And then I had mentioned like that I help people, I read and stuff like that. And he was like, I might need a reading. Now mind you, a lot of times I notice men use that as a way to get in with you, like, oh, let me get a reading, right? But he really didn't need it because I always notice I meet people, men, women, romantic or platonic, whatever. I meet people that are usually going through a transition or they're at a crossroads in their life with something important. And they were talking about like his spiritual journey, dealing with like wrestling with staying in his faith, his religion, blah, 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 being tempted, tested, all that stuff. And so it wasn't meant for anything more to come out of that. It was only meant to exchange that. So if it would have just been like, oh, let's try to, pull it forward and stuff like that, and it's not working, like I'm at a point now where I understand that I meet men sometimes simply just to be that messenger and that's it. Even if there is an attraction on both sides and we might like try to attempt to get to know each other, it won't work if it's not meant to. So again, like you might meet people that are drawn to your energy. They might think it's physical. You might think it's physical, but when you're in that high priestess energy, you'll understand that, oh no, this is an assignment and that's it. Because you are a light. You save yourself the trouble by trying to like make things happen with people that are just meant to come in for a season. Like you'll save yourself a lot of heartache and tears, and you won't sweat when the energy just naturally goes, naturally distance itself, because your energy, like it takes a certain type of energy to be your mate, to be your equal yoke to you, your vibrational match. It's going to take a certain type of energy, and it's not just anybody that can hold that space for you, and vice versa. Look, and I pulled the Emperor. So either you are the Emperor or this is your Emperor. And I'm getting they have like an eagle like spirit. If you study the energy of an eagle and how they move, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Like they're extremely independent. Even the women, the female eagle, how they choose their mate is like based off of performance. Hey, how are you? Is it light? I don't know. Alcia? Hope I'm saying that right, but I'm glad you came here. Greetings. Yeah, it's like the males perform, they do like a certain flight performance to kind of prove their worthiness, like I'm a worthy, valuable mate to this female eagle. So it's not like performing in like an ego sense, like how much money can a man spend on me and how many hoops can he jump through me, but it's like something of value that you're worthy, because again, eagles, they roam by themselves or they click only with each other. So they are in a vibrational alignment sense, like other eagles, other people that are on my same type of vibe. I'm not gonna fly with the hummingbird. I'm not gonna fly with the parrots or whatever, the seagulls. I can only fly with those who are like me. But oftentimes they do choose independence. They're very independent birds, and they also can fly in harsh weather conditions, and sometimes they like that shit. Eagles have a very interesting personality or character to them. So your person has a vibe of that, and maybe so do you. This is you, like, it's the end of that. I feel like you're done with I'm trying to say two words at once. I'm trying to say zombie and vampire at the same time. The energy vampires, the zombie energy people, like just dead inside. They have no life to them, just sunken, just walking, talking parrots of each other. They have no There's nothing distinctively different about them, and they're just walking darkness that's just like sucking the life out of people because they don't have life within themselves. And that's the energy that you're putting to rest. Like, I'm not connecting with that energy anymore, or I cannot. You may have never really connected, just kind of tolerated it, kind of try to survive within that chaotic energy because you can, because you're a strong being. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to do that. Okay. All right. So, last message from Spirit about you. Like, Spirit, what are you proud of within this collective? What are you most proud of when it comes to the shedding season? Okay. Yeah, your ability to walk away. It doesn't matter so much about how long it took you to get to this point. Um, some of you guys may have attempted to dissociate yourself from certain people, situations, environments. Maybe you feel like you procrastinated too long to leave whatever you needed to leave behind or whoever you need to leave behind. But Spirit is proud that you did it. Um, Spirit is also proud that you've given yourself time to recover. You're not trying to rush something. Some of you guys could be connecting with someone right now romantically, but there's still an energy of flow. You're not rushing it. And for some of you, you're not dating because you don't feel like you're in the space to. You're honoring your pace. What else? Let me pull from the angel card deck real quick. Hold on. Yeah, you keep one eye open. Greetings. Y'all have names I cannot pronounce, so please forgive me. Graciela? It's a pretty name. I just don't know how to say it, child. All right. Message from Divine Spirit, your divine team. What are they proud of when it comes to your shedding season? What are they proud of? Yeah. Oh, I said it right? Oh, okay. There's too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities, unexpected events, or rapid changes. The ability to multitask and business travel. So, yeah, even if you have a lot going on, again, it's like you know how to pace yourself. Yes, I do readings. If you want a book, I'm not doing personal readings tonight. Elisa is how you say yours? Okay. Elisa. Okay. Yeah, I feel this is due to the circumstance. You may have a lot of shifts and things taking place all at once. Like you're shedding, you're trying to rest and like kind of rejuvenate, because naturally whenever you got to think of it this way. I use this analogy a lot, but like you got to think of it like this. Whenever you're doing a spiritual cleanse in your life, whether you're physically removing yourself or people are removing themselves, your things are ending around you, or you're stepping away from them, cutting things out naturally, or certain beliefs, things that you're releasing about within yourself that needs to go. um what happens is that, yeah, you're going to need time to like replenish your energy. So naturally, physically, you're going to be tired sometimes. um you might even feel overwhelmed, not have a lot of energy, because it's like when you are sick, you're say you have a really bad stomach ache or you have the flu, right? You're purging, you're sweating out, you're throwing up, or it's coming on the other end of, the back end. You have to like give yourself those electrolytes. You have to stay hydrated. You have to rest, right? Same thing with this, you know. Um, so yes, there is a lot going on in the background. There is the Eight of Wands came out in the Angel deck, and the Eight of Wands is at the bottom of the Tarot deck as well. So there's a lot of movement, forward movement happening at that. But it's like Spirit saying we want you to pace yourself before these things start to come into play. And you might feel an anxiousness. Maybe you know, naturally the soul knows when you release one thing, more energy comes in, something takes its place, right? Something positive, like if you set that intention, like, okay, I'm done with that, my energies, I'm open to whatever is of my highest good. So when you set those intentions, I only want, I've cleared out the darkness, those dark spaces, those dark holes within me, those empty spaces within me, the wounds within me, I've cleansed and cleared them. Now I'm going to pour light into those spaces, so there's no lack, there's no emptiness, there's no feeling of fragmentation or separation. um Yeah, so you'll know when it's time for you to, some of you guys, something about work. You might have an opportunity that comes. You might have some good news around work or career. It could be promotions, or you might get into something different, something completely new, or you'll get back into something that you were once passionate about. So it's like you're doing it in a new way though. Okay. All right. One more card and then maybe a message from your higher selves. Like, what's a message from this collective's higher self that they can all resonate with and agree upon within themselves, their soul? Step out of your comfort zone, bring love into the situation. So, step out of the comfort zone is a North Node card. So, again, something about purpose. There's a bigger purpose, and some people had to go because they can't come with you, and they might have been a block to where you're going. And Spirit saying, bring love into this. New moon in Aquarius. This is what the hell? Child, how'd that happen? I'm not pulling no more cards now. Wow, okay. This is, I guess I will take these. These fell, so I'm going to take them. Judgment, the Queen of Wands, Death, and the Seven of Swords. So you are in a space where you're wise enough, and Spirit wants you to be confident, knowing your power and making those spiritual transformations and changes and cutting out the deception and the lies. No more hiding yourself either, hiding who you truly are, because your purpose lies in that. Okay. All right. So that was the collective message. Did y'all like that? If you did like the video, we're going to get into the ritual. All right. I'm so glad that you guys are here. All right. So, yeah, hopefully that blessed somebody out there. If you feel the need to share this video, go ahead and share it with someone that you feel like might benefit from this message as well. Don't gatekeep, y'all. Don't do that. All right, let's see. Timestamp. We are at 68 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay. I'm glad you love this, sis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to get into the Anointed shedding ceremony. So this is a ritual. Anyone that is in the process of releasing, maybe are not able to fully let go of what they need to, but they know what they need to let go of. They know that they need to release and shed at this time. So, yeah, let's get into it. So if you guys have a journal, some piece of paper, something to type with, if you guys want to go do that, I'll give you guys a moment or second to do that, and we can get into this, what you need. Now, some of these things can be done with your own intuition. Like if you want to kind of switch something, make it more personalized to you, feel free to do that. Okay. Feel free to make it your own. So it's more personalized to you. It's your own magic. It's your own juju on what, and you're following what you're divinely guided to do. Okay. All right. So what you're gonna need first things first, candle. So you can use either a gold candle if you could find one. If not, you can use like a yellow candle. Could be any size. It could be a 7-day burner candle. It can be a standalone candle. It could be a tea light, whatever. A black candle if you feel guided to do that. So you can use both. So the gold candle stands as your anointing, it stands as your light, it stands as your new energy, new beginning that you're stepping into, and the black represents the protection and the clearing. Or if you don't feel called to use a black candle, you can always use a white candle and a yellow candle. Okay. So yellow or gold for the anointing, the new energy that you're bringing in, or black or white for the protection and clearing. Okay. So 2 candles. You can use any size that you're guided to or whatever you have. If you cannot get colored candles for that, whatever reason, just dedicate them. Dressing candles is like, that's another thing too that I like about white candles or standalone candles is like, if you don't have the candles, because the colors, if you're doing candle magic, colors add more momentum or add more of a powerful energy to it with it of intention, because the color magic, colors represent vibrations and energies, especially in the spirit realm. They certain white candles can call in divine source spirit, right? Or angelic forces or your ancestors. You're using certain colors, they represent certain things, right? So if you don't have a color candle, if you have like just a white candle, you can dress it. So I love herbs and spices. Um, a lot of us that do candle magic or candle work dress candles. So you can like rub it down with olive oil. You can bless it, speak over it before you use it. You can use like, for this instance, you can use like a road opener, a blockbuster, oil if you, or you can make your own. I've made my own road opener candle before, or not road opener. Well, I have the candle, but oil. I made my own road opener oil before, so you can dress it with that, or you can dress it with like bay leaves, basil, um, to attract things. You can use cinnamon. I love cinnamon. You can use sugar. You can dress your candle with honey. Sometimes if you overdress it, it's not going to burn correctly. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to do too much. And like to add a little extra sparkle and shine. If you got some glitter, sprinkle a little glitter, some gold, some silver on your candles. You can do that. Make it your own. Put your own essence and energy and intentions into your magic. Okay. The more it feels like a little kid project, probably the more powerful and potent it is, because you're putting your creativity, that child energy, that freedom, that just, that's powerful energy. So this is optional, but I like to add all components into all 4 elements into my work. So like water, if you want to use like a bowl of water, if you don't have access to a bath or you don't want to do all of that, you can use a bowl of water. You're going to add sea salt and whatever herb you feel called to. Certain herbs, let me put it in the chat. Let me see. Um, for this in particular, I would use maybe not all together, but definitely separately if you want to. Where's my, hold on. Is it here? No. Because one of these I do not know the spelling of. I have to get the herb out itself. But this herb that I'm about to put in the chat, some of you guys are not going to see it, so I'm going to have to spell it out to you, so you can write it down. So I think I'm spelling it wrong because my handwriting is shit. Y'all probably can find it. This is a good road opener herb. It's AMBRE, and my handwriting is a little shitty here, so I might be spelling this wrong. CAMINE, I think. I don't know if that's a L or an E. I can't tell. You can look up road opener spices or herbs. I mean, you can look that up. That's a good one. You can use like some basil, some bay leaf, and put like that in your bath. What's another one? Or in your bowl, your body of water. And what you're gonna do, I'll get into that, but you can add like sea salt. If you want to be extra like me, you can put a little Florida water in there as well. I do make Florida water, by the way, on my website, like natural, handmade. I have Cananja water, which is really good for the ancestors. I have Peruvian Florida water, which is good for like really deep spiritual cleansing and work and protection. So if you guys are interested, y'all can check out my website for that on my shop. It's under my shop tab. Um, the air element to this, so the water with the bowl of water, that's the water element, and then earth with the herbs and the salt. So that's the earth energy we're adding into it. So that's our air energy. We're going to need our pen and paper. Okay. So as a preparation, you're going to want to open the space. You're going to seal it with protection so you can like smudge your space before you do this. Call on your divine team, light a white standalone candle or just a candle for your divine team or divine source guide to welcome that energy in. You can pray, you can read a scripture, you can use like cleansing mists. Um, you can say something along the lines, I open this space in the name of the divine. To release, I ask for sacred protection, I ask for soul alignment, I honor the shedding as a sacred act. I call on my divine ancestors, my divine spirit guides. May the highest truth be here with me, or something along the lines of that. And then once you guys do that, however you feel guided to do it, you're going to start writing what it is that you wish to shed. So you can use a petition paper. I forgot to mention that. If you have petition paper, sometimes you can use a brown paper bag, just rip it on all edges, or you can use parchment paper. I use parchment paper um, with black marker, like a thin black marker, black ink Sharpie, or you can use a black pen. I prefer like black ink when setting intentions and writing things, you know, um, black ink. So like um write whatever, like if it's names, if it's habits, doubts, old energies, um false expectations, anything that must go, write all that out. And then you can say a prayer as well over this as you burn it or rip it in a safe space. Burn it. You can say, Spirit, I release like what no longer serves me, no what no longer, or who or what no longer honors my becoming. I do not need to be palatable. I do not need to shrink myself to be powerful, something along the lines of that. I release the weight of needing to be liked or loved by the wrong people or spaces that do not support my truth or my becoming. I release the illusion that shrinking will keep me safe. I choose sacred visibility. I choose sacred connections, whatever, sacred to be a part of sacred spaces, whatever you feel guided to say. Then you can tear it, burn it, whatever you feel guided to do, and you're going to put it in your bowl of water. And then you're going to baptize or cleanse your hands. In other words, you're going to do like a hand wash and cleanse. I baptize, I release, and I surrender the grief, whatever it is that you want to release, blah, blah, blah. I call in blessings. I call in grace. I call in supportive relationships or connections, whatever you feel guided to say. As you're washing and cleansing your hands with that paper that you just ripped up or burnt, you're going to put it in that water. You can do mirror work after this. You can speak to yourself as well. I almost forgot the candle part. So with your candles, you can speak over them. This is like a little extra thing. Not everybody does it, but I do. I like to wash my candles before I use them from whoever hands handled it. So there's so many ways you could do it. You could do it with plain water under the sink, setting the intention to clear them. You can smudge them. You can wash them with Florida water or spray them with some sort of cleansing mist. You can use salt water. Um, what have you. That's just what I do. You can also breathe life into your candle before you light it, like breathe into it or just speak directly into whatever your intention. So, like, for example, I seal this shedding in fire and in light. No counterfeit energies or connections shall cling on to me. I'm protected. I am witnessed. I am supported. I am called. Let my divine soul kin, soul partner connections, whatever, find me now. Connect with me now. And then you're going to light the candle. And then if you feel guided to, you can do um, some mirror work to look at yourself in the camera, or not in the camera, look at yourself in the mirror, maybe in the camera. I don't know. Maybe if you want to, I don't know. Some people do record their healing processes and stuff like that. If that's something you're into, you can say, I am worthy. I am still divine. I am seen by the eyes that do matter. I do not chase. I magnetize. My medicine is for those who are ready to receive it. And you're reflecting this truth back into yourself. Okay. Um, if you're gonna do the bath instead of the hand wash, same thing. You're basically cleansing and baptizing yourself. So technically, if you're baptizing yourself, that would mean you would submerge yourself fully in the water. That is completely up to you. My only thing with that is when you're done doing that, that you wrap your head after you're done with a white cloth or scarf, like you're covering your crown after you're done doing any type of head washes. Then to dispose, if you're doing the hand wash instead of the bath, to dispose the ingredients, put it somewhere safe. You can give it back to the earth, maybe somewhere that is not close nearby you, somewhere that is like you're no looking back. I'm releasing this, I'm giving it back to divine earth, mama, my divine team, and you're leaving it. Or you can put it in like a safe space and like throw it away in the trash or something, and just like you release it in love. You give it back. Um, because we don't want to litter, right? Especially like with paper and shit. We don't want to do that. Is there anything else? And then make sure you wash your hands when you're done doing that baptism. Like you're cleansing your hands with intention. I have, and I love to use this. I love using Florida water soap or rue, like the herb rue. Rue is very good for dispelling negative energies, spiritual protection, and stuff like that. So I like using rue soap to wash my hands when I'm done doing spiritual work, or the Florida water. I also wash my feet with, I have like soap bars of these. So sometimes I'll like, if not, wash my entire body with that instead of like using my like personal soap that I like to use. I'll use that to cleanse my energy, and sometimes my feet to cleanse my path, my walk. Not for everybody, but if you feel guided to, that is definitely a good alternative, because sometimes people just dabble on Florida water on them, like just dabble it in certain points on their body. But like sometimes I'll just do like a full like body wash with Florida water soap with the intention of cleansing energy. Um, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that is the ritual. Not Hawaii bowls. Where at? Like to eat? Don't be on here soliciting now. Like as much as I'm interested in that, um, no. Shoot, that sound good. Don't tempt me now. But you ain't gonna be soliciting your bullshit. You could have just left one comment, you didn't have to do all that. But anyway, so yeah, this message is for those, like, it was never like, so the energy, to remind yourself, it was never about being liked or loved. It's always about being your real authentic self. You staying rooted in your truth and staying radiant in your light, standing radiant in your light, in your truth. Okay. Because spirit has made you unshakable. And again, I'm getting like the reference to the eagle, the spirit of the eagle. Okay. And those who see you now will see you with sacred eyes. Okay. Anyone that is not for you, they're not for you, and they are not meant to understand you. And that is completely okay. That is completely okay. But yes, so that was the reading. I do hope y'all enjoyed this little number. Um, yeah, I want to do some different things. I'm still pacing myself um for like the things I want to do with the ghetto fairy. So I will keep you guys posted on that. Yeah, because I do want to like have more of a community based type of thing here too, like with us connecting in different ways, you know, because I don't like just doing the same shit over and over again. That really gets boring. But yeah, so I enjoyed this. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I did. I thought this was pretty good messages, very reassuring. Um, but yeah, other than that, y'all make sure if you have not liked already. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, Elisa. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, y'all. Y'all be safe out there in these streets. And I will catch you guys in the next one, next reading. Be blessed, be safe. Peace.